Story time about the time I almost got in the coat. So I'm in LA. I went for a walk or whatever. I ended up being on the phone with my friend for an hour, and I went to the, believe it or not, Ripley's Museum. After that, me and her got off the phone. I instantly got on live because I'm like, I'm by myself. I ended up meeting Spider-Man and fucking Mickey Mouse. And that's another story for another day. So I'm on live in the Mirror Museum, and I got stuck in there. After that, I don't know who I was feeling like and who told me to go to a honey house by myself. But I didn't even make it past the first room. I started losing my shit, screaming, "Get me the fuck out of here!" They got me out of there. Called my dude, looked at my phone. My phone was dead. My phone was dying. It wasn't dead. So I ended up going into the Scientology building because the doors was open. I did not go in there thinking nothing. No, I just wanted to charge my phone. Mind y'all, I'm in there on live while I was in that building. And the lady was standing over me and she was like, "You cannot record in here." So I'm like, I'm not recording y'all shit. I'm thinking it's a fucking library because it was books everywhere. And all of a sudden, the dude come by the fucking building, the video y'all see, talking about some, "She's gonna lock you in. It's a code. She's gonna lock you in." Y'all, when I tell y'all the doors closed and it was a fucking smear on the fucking window. And I'm asking myself, I'm like, am I fucking tripping? Because I could just see through the window. Now I can't see through the fucking window. What the fuck going on? Then this bitch just locked the door. Like, what the fuck? So that was just too much for me. I'm not gonna lie. I was on the plane looking up that the whole time. And when I tell y'all, I watch Ruthless. I've been watching Ruthless since it came out. Every season. I don't miss a Thursday. Y'all know how I'm feeling. I don't play with that coke shit. I'm a true believer in God. I did not go in there for no other reason except the fact that I wanted to charge my phone. That's it.
So I pull up to my mama's house to get the rest of my stuff. And as soon as she opened the door, she's like, "Hello." I'm like, "Hey, I'm here to get the rest of my stuff." Mind you, I texted her on Mother's Day and I said, "Happy Mother's Day. I'll be there Thursday/Friday to get the rest of my things." She replied and said between 1 and 5 is fine. I didn't reply back. I felt like we said what we had to say. I saw the message. She saw the message. It ain't nothing personal that I have to say. It's established. I wasn't able to come on Thursday at all because I couldn't even get a U-Haul. So I came today on Friday around 2:55. Leaving me until 5 o'clock to get the rest of my things. So once she opens the door and sees that I have a male with me, she says, "You can come on in, but he got to stay outside." I said, "Wait a minute. Now, the last time I was here when I was looking for that modem, I told you that the next time I come, I'll get my bed because I'll have a man with me that'll help me break it down and take it out." She just standing there looking. I'm like, "Can you help me out? Like, I need to have him to break down the bed." He leaps and goes and gets in the car. So she starts saying, "I need to go to the bank. You should have came yesterday. Why you didn't text back?" She kept saying the same thing. I'm like, "Okay, I didn't text back, but we got to figure out how we're going to do it today. It's March 16th. It's 2:58. How we going to fix this today? I wasn't able to come yet." She said, "So you couldn't get in your car and come pack your..." No. So how do we fix it from today? I need a solution today. I'm supposed to leave today. So she said, "Are you getting loud with me?" I said, "No, I'm just passionate about what I'm talking about." She like, "You should have texted back when I said between 1 and 5. I didn't even know you was coming." I said, "I ain't got to kiss your ass and text you." She said, "Oh, get the hell out of my yard." So that's how it started. Not even gonna lie. Because you doing, like, I'm watching her manipulate me. You are literally focusing on what you can fuss at me about instead of making a solution. I couldn't come yesterday. I'm here now. How do we... I said, "Mom, just tell me, how do I get my stuff so I can leave you alone?" She said, "Yeah, that's right. You do." But she's still not telling me how to get my stuff. If she gon' what time? So I was like, "What time you gonna come back?" She get loud. She like, "I will be back when I want to. You will come back after 5. I said, "Are you actually going to answer your phone this time?" Because that's how I ended up not being able to get in the house the last time. I had to go get a hotel because I was officially put out. She said, "Are you actually going to come this time?" Whole time, y'all, I said Thursday/Friday. I still had Friday today, 1 through 5. So she was like, get the hell out of my yard. And I pressed that. I dialed 911 because my move-in day is tomorrow. And I see she's always done this same. This supposed to just be a smooth process so I can get out of your life. You hate me. Let me get out of your life.
Okay, this is the story time that I've been getting threats about posting. Okay, so basically this was prom last year, 2024, and it was my senior prom, and me and 3 other people, my date, and then my friend and her date, that was our group. And we're gonna call them my date, Cole, my friend, Lucy, her date, Chris. Okay, so me, Lucy, Cole, and Chris were all like, okay, we're gonna drink, it's our senior prom, it's gonna be fun, we're gonna go to an after party after, and that's what we did, but it should have stopped there. Because we were like, well, we're gonna be drinking, like, what do we do after? We don't want to just go home. We got a hotel. We got a hotel after our prom. And of course, none of our parents are gonna approve of this. Well, actually, Chris's parents approved of it. Cole, his parents didn't have his location. He just said he was staying at a friend's house after. Me and Lucy's parents both would have cared. So we both told our parents that we were staying the night at each other's houses. I took Lucy's phone to my house, put it in a bush. Lucy took my phone to her house, put it in a bush. We meet back at the hotel and we're like, great, we got away with this. This is good. So we go to our separate rooms. Everything's fine. We're having fun. We're not really stressing about getting caught because we thought this was a good plan. Yeah, and then me and Cole woke up to banging on the hotel door. Cole goes and opens it. Lucy and Chris, standing right there, look like they just seen a ghost. And Lucy looked at us and she was like, my parents know. My parents know. We're freaking out. We don't know what to do. Soon as she says that, all of a sudden, from outside, my name is being screamed. Lucy's name is being screamed. We take a look out the window. My parents and Lucy's parents. I had never got caught doing anything bad. I was freaking out. All of that was in my car, plus more. We all huddled up and we were like, you just have to tell the truth. We can't lie. We're already so deep. Like, this is bad. And we were trying to figure out how they knew. Apparently, Lucy's mom texted my mom and asked if she got there safe. So, small flaw that we didn't look at. We split up. Cole and Chris go into the other room. Me and Lucy stay there. Close the doors, act like everything's normal, even though nothing about that was normal. And my mom pounding on the door. Lucy opens it, is cussing at us, is mad. My mom is never mad. This was the most mad I've ever seen her. My dad and Lucy's dad at the boys' room yelling at them. Yeah. Lucy's dad pushes Chris down on the ground. He's 18 at the time, so I guess it's legal, but they're yelling. Lucy's cussing at her dad. I go straight to the car because I'm like, I need to get out of here. I need to go. I need to get to that stuff before we all get in even more trouble. My mom starts following me down there, and she gets in the driver's seat of my car. Mind you, it had all this stuff in the back, all this stuff. And she was like, you're not driving. We're both gonna go to Lucy's house to get your phone. My dad is pissed. Lucy's dad is pissed. And my dad goes home because that's in the car that they took. Lucy's dad takes Lucy. They go home. And then Cole and Chris have to Uber back to their cars. I get home. Ironically, my neighborhood was having a yard sale, which we never do. My parents parked my car at the end of our driveway, and we have a kind of a long driveway. Made me bring in every single thing individually. Every can, every empty can, every box, every bottle, everything. All the neighbors seen it. So And we live in the Bible Belt. The only stuff that I didn't bring inside was the stuff that they didn't know about in the car, because they didn't search the car. They just kind of looked back and seen it all. But there was some stuff in the doors, and eventually I went out to my car to get something, grabbed it, and thank God for that moment. But yeah, this was right before graduation. I was grounded for 2 months. Honestly, I thought I was going to be grounded for a lot longer, but I did admit to all of it, and I kind of just accepted that I was completely in the wrong. And I know I'm smiling throughout this whole video, but I do completely regret it, not only because I got caught, because, like, what was I thinking? I'm not allowed to hang out with Lucy anymore. I'm over 18. It's not that I'm not allowed to, it's just very frowned upon, so, you know, it's more like you're not allowed to. They don't like Chris, they don't like Cole, so never see them anymore. And it would get brought up to me, like, that whole situation for months. Like, this happened last April, and they just stopped bringing it up around October-ish. So yeah, basically we were very stupid, and we shouldn't have done that.
The day has finally come. I'm quitting Walmart, and let me tell you guys why. Like, I'm not quitting it because, like, you know, I'm trying to be an influencer or whatever, just low-key because Walmart is booty cheeks. Like, Walmart is so trash. But before I tell you, oh, my forehead is so huge, OMG, why did nobody tell me this? Before I tell you guys why I quit Walmart, or why I'm going to actually work today, I work a 9 to 6 shift, and I'm just not gonna finish my shift. Like, I'm gonna work 2 hours and then I'm gonna leave, because girl, bye. Gonna do my brows first, and then we can get into the gist why Walmart is just not that girl. Okay, brows are done. Now I'm gonna do my full face and get ready for work because I'm working 9 to 6. Okay, let me just shut the fuck up. So basically, the reason why I'm leaving Walmart is because first of all, who the fuck is texting me? First of all, it's nothing but drama. Like, mind you, you could be minding your business. You're gonna be in drama. As long as you look good. Like, if you look good, you're gonna be drama. If you're one of the ugly people who, like, nobody cares about, then you're okay. Like, Walmart is gonna be your career, okay? So when I first started Walmart, I wanted it to be like a second job for me, actually. But my manager told me, was like, oh, hey, like, if you open up your availability, I'll give you full-time hours. And mind you, I had a job that was paying me $10 an hour, so I wanted that job, and then I wanted another job so I could have 2 incomes. So that's why I applied at Walmart. And then when I applied at Walmart, my boss was like, hey, like, if you quit your, basically was saying, hey, if you quit your other job, we get you full-time hours. So I was like, okay, period. So then I quit my other job, and then I started at Walmart. And at first I was getting my full-time hours, and then my hours were kind of getting cut, and I was just like, be so freaking for real. Be so for real. But that's besides the point. Yeah, so I came into Walmart thinking, like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna be to myself. Like, I'm not gonna talk to nobody. Like, I'm just gonna come to work and back, because I've had a lot of work drama in my past jobs, and I'm not trying to start over again. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna talk to nobody. But girl, mind you, me still talking to nobody led me in drama. Like, I don't even know how, but I was still in the drama for some freaking reason. So I literally, number one, drama. That's why I'll never like Walmart, because the people there are so bored out of their freaking mind. They have nothing going on for themselves outside of Walmart, so they're just gonna talk about other people. The second thing why I left Walmart was because they kind of had like a body issue towards me. Like, I swear it was a body issue. Like, I shit you not. So basically, I would wear these pants, these certain pants. Like, they're not out of dress code or anything. Like, they're just black pants. But mind you, I have a dumpy in the back, especially with these pants, and I know it, but like, I'm not gonna like be like, oh yeah, my ass is too fat, I'm not gonna wear these too. Like, the fuck, like, sorry, I am blessed. So I still wear them anyways, because first, they're not out of dress code. Second of all, like, why would I get people stare? But like, I didn't think it was gonna be a big deal. Okay, I wore the pants, right, and I wore them like multiple times, and nobody had an issue with me. Like, I would literally walk and talk to the store manager with these pants on, and there was no issue. Like, he would literally not say anything to me. And then one day my manager was just like, oh, like, yeah, you're out of dress code, like, let's change the pants. And I was like, girl, no, they're not. Like, they're not out of dress code. Like, stop coming up to me saying that they are. I would like literally not care for my manager what he said. Like, I kept wearing the pants over and over again because, like I said, they're not out of dress code. And then one day my manager was just like, just wear jeans. And I just kind of just got fed up with it. Usually I'll never like lose a battle, but then this time I just got really fed up with it because, like, girl, like, literally nobody has an issue with my pants. Like, I have asked literally everybody in the goddamn store, are my pants an issue? He goes, and they're all like, no. So why is it an issue with my manager, right? And me and my manager are like kind of locked in, like, we're kind of cool, so I don't know why it was an issue with him. So then I decided to tell my manager, I was like, hey, like, why is there an issue with my pants? Like, everybody else is out of dress code and I'm the one who is dress coded. Like, that's kind of weird. Like, I'm not literally, like, my out of dress code is not obvious. Like, there's literally people wearing gray sweatpants and I'm wearing black pants that make my butt look good. So, what? I ended up telling my manager, I was like, okay, like, so what is it? Like, this has to be something personal against me because my pants are not, like, an issue. And then he ended up telling me one of my coworkers, well, one of the people in my department ended up snitching on me, which honestly, that was just like my number one red flag. I was like, yep, I freaking knew it. This is why I hate Walmart. Like, people here are just so weird as fuck. So basically, somebody got threatened by my big butt and tried to just call me, and it worked because I couldn't fight the battle no more. Like, I was tired of my goddamn annoying ass managers telling me to change pants. Like, girl, I spent $50 on these pants. Pay me back. Anyways, yeah, I just thought that was so weird. He goes, yeah, like, this girl so-and-so. Actually, I don't even care. I'm gonna say the name. Stacy and Aries snitched you out. And I was like, girl, really be so fucking bro. You know what's crazy? Stacy was literally the girl who came up to me first. And she was like, hey, they don't dress code you for your pants. And I was like, girl, no, why? Like, there's nothing's wrong with them. You know, she goes, oh, they just coded me once because I was wearing leggings. And I was like, well, girls, these aren't leggings. Like, what? Like, I don't care if they just coded you. These are not leggings. Like, sorry they make my butt look good, but they're not leggings, okay? Yeah, that was kind of crazy that she literally really snitched me out. Like, sorry, your butt doesn't look good in leggings. The fuck? Fuck out of my fucking face, bitch. Not to body shame. I'm only body shaming her because, bitch, how you gonna snitch on me? How the fuck are you gonna snitch on me? The bitch snitched on me. Don't really care. I'm gonna call her a bitch because that was a bitch move. Like, my pants are, how are my pants bothering you more than the men there? You know, you would think the men have an issue with my butt, but like, no. It was a girl who was jealous of me. So literally, fuck her. Like, mind you, she is 25 years old with 2 kids. Girl, mind your business. You are still at Walmart, girl. Actually, I can't even say that because I don't even have a job. Another thing why I want to leave is because low-key the managers low-key be weird. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of things there's a lot of things my coworkers have told me about my manager that has said about me. So I'm just like, girl, why are you talking about me? Like, I'm literally your elite employee. Like, I stay overtime for you and you put me to work on my days off and I don't have an issue with it. Like, mind you, I like working, so not too much on him. But like, still, like, why would you talk about me? Like, what? I thought we were locked in. I just thought that was so weird. So I was kind of like, and I even got friends with him about it. I was like, girl, why are you talking about me? He goes, no, like, they just worded it all wrong. And I'm just like, okay. I don't even know what number I'm on. I think I'm on my fourth opinion on why the fuck I'm quitting Walmart. Basically, I got running up and I got put on an orange, which is kind of fucked up because, bitch, I have never been written up before. Like, this is my first coaching and I got a freaking orange. So I was like, bitch, fuck y'all. And mind you, hold on, this is where it gets serious. Mind you, I'm not tripping over the coaching. Like, that's called cool and all because I'm not even trying to be a manager or anything. I got you. I ended up telling somebody about my coaching and they're like, yeah, coaching ruins your chances of getting promoted and getting transferred. And I was like, whoa. Because mind you, girl, I hate this Walmart so bad that I put in my transfer. Like, Walmart itself, the job is pretty easy. Like, what I do is so easy. But like, the environment that I'm in, so toxic. So like, you know what, I'm just gonna transfer to different Walmart because I just do not like it. I hate it here. So then I put in my transfer and then a couple weeks later, no, not even a couple weeks, girl, why am I lying? A couple days later, I get written up. Girl, like, tell me that was not personal. Tell me that is not personal. Like, I've never been coached before. Mind you, I get warnings all the time because my managers, mind you, favoritism, it's there, okay? Favoritism, it's there. Like, mind you, why do you think I didn't get rid of for being out of dress code? So I don't want to freaking coach me after I put in my transfer, so now I can't freaking transfer anymore and I'm stuck there, bitch. No, that's literally one of the reasons why I'm leaving. Because if I don't want to be there in the first place, I'm not going to be stuck there because I know a coaching stays on your record for a year. Girl, I'm not staying there for a goddamn year.
Story time on how I got caught sneaking out of the house / lying about my location, brown print edition. Okay, so basically, I was, like, on, like, house arrest. Not even house arrest, like, I honestly wasn't. Like, I was just not, like, supposed to go to another party because I needed to just stay home. Like, my parents had, like, this rule that's, like, oh, if you go out, like, on Friday, you can't go out Saturday or Sunday. You have to wait, like, 3 billion weeks after and then go out again. Like, whatever. Like, I feel like it's, like, a common rule for, like, people, but I had that rule, too. So basically what I did was my friend texted me and I don't do shit like this. Like, I don't like sneak out and like do any of this fucking shit because like it's so bad. Like, I don't know, I like have this like huge thing. Like, I don't want to like lie to my parents about like big things like this, like your location and stuff. Like, maybe like with people who I'm with, like small like lies like that, but like not like sneaking out. Like, it's not me. But this time, like, shit, like I went crazy, bro. Like, it was insane. Okay, so what I did was my friend texted me like, yo, like, are you going to the party? I was like, nah, like, shit, like, summertime sadness, like shit, like I can't go, like Small did not let it go. And I was like low-key sad. I was like, I low-key had like that FOMO. I was like, she my best friend, like babe, like not best friend, like she was one of my best friends, and I'm like, shit, why can't I go? And then my friend that I was texting saying that I can't go, he was like, why can't you just like sneak out? And I was like, fuck nah, like shit, I'm not doing all that. Like, and he was like, no, we literally like have a ride and everything, like we can just scoop you and go. And I was like, bro, we're not going, like I cannot go. And then he was like, he convinced me for like solid 30 minutes. I was like, fuck, I'm scared, like I can't do this, like I've never done shit like this. And I was like, okay, whatever. And I told my mom, like, okay, I'm gonna go to the park, my friend is gonna pick me up, and we're just gonna like go to the library, okay? And she was like, okay, like that's fine. First, it was like already weird for her, because why would someone pick me up at a park and then take me to the library? Like, usually my friend would come to the front door and like pick me up and go, right, like to library. But I was like, oh, I need to go to the park first. And then she was like, okay, like whatever. And I was like, fuck, like this is already so bad, like I already feel so bad at this. And then I went to the park, and then my friend picked me up. So he picked me up like with his like, yeah, he picked me up, and like we went. And I was like stressing the fuck out, like, because she like has my location and everything, like, so me lying is like diabolical. Like I had to like, keep going on like airplane mode and all this stuff. I was like, to try to turn off my location, like I even went like on the settings thing and turned it off. So I was like, fuck, like this is such a bad idea. And I was scared more about my dad, because my dad is like the fucking worst. If we do something wrong, like, you cook, bitch, you cooked as fuck. Like, you're not seeing the face of the earth again if you do shit with my dad, right? So I was like, fuck, I was at least trembling in my boots. And I get in the car and like we're going, and I'm like, bro, I'm freaking out. It's like 30 minutes away, so it's not even like something close by. It's far as fuck. It's like 30 minutes away, okay? And I'm like, oh my god, fuck, like we're on the highway, like I'm freaking out still. We go pick up another friend, and then now it's like a drop off, so I get dropped off at another person's house, and we go and then go like all together. So his parents take us. That was like us three in the car, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, bitch, this is crazy. And I'm still shaking my boots, and I enter the party. I'm like, okay, let me calm down. I put on my party outfit, because obviously I can't step out of the house with like a, like party outfit, because my mom's like, why the fuck are you wearing it to the library? And I was like, I don't know. So I changed whatever, and I was like acting all calm at the party, but bitch, inside I was like, fuck, I'm cooked. Okay? And I was like, okay, and things were going good for like first 20-30 minutes, okay? And then my mom calls me. Let that settle in. My mom calls me, and I'm fucking freaking out. Like, I'm like, fuck, like, this is so bad. Like, I cannot do this. And I was so scared, because I don't do shit like this, bro. Like, it's just embarrassing as fuck, and like weird, and like, okay, for me, it's just, I can't, okay? And I start shaking, and I don't pick up the call, because I'm like, what the fuck do I do? There's like music and everything in the back. So I'm like freaking out, telling my friends, and then I leave the house, and I just go to the backyard. I'm like, okay, I'll pick up. And she's like, where are you? And I'm like, I'm at the library. Why? And then she's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, like I'm at the library. And she's like, okay, like, and then she's freaking out because she can't see my location or anything. And she's like, no, you're not, like, stop lying. And then dad's on the call, and he's yelling and yelling and yelling. I'm like, fuck. And he's like, okay, if you're at the library, I'm gonna come pick you up in like a couple minutes. And I'm like, that house is like 35 minutes away from that, like 40 minutes away from the library. Not even, it's further away, okay? And I'm fucking freaking out. I'm like, I need to get to the library right the fuck now. And I told them I was with my friend at the library, right? So they called my friend, and I was texting my friend, like, bro, please. And I didn't even tell my friend to, like, cover for me. And I should have fucking done that, but I didn't. And, like, and I told I was texting my friend, I was like, bro, please, like, tell your parents, like, if they ask. I mean, if my parents call you, like, please tell them, like, we're at the library or something. And then she's like, bro, like, they're calling my parents, not even me. So obviously her parents can't lie about it. My friend's parents can't lie and cover for me. Like, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, they care for my safety too, like, whatever, okay? So I was like, fuck, I'm so cooked. And, like, I felt so bad, because now I was dragging in other people, and I hate that. Like, I don't know, I felt like shit. Like, I felt like shit, okay? And then whatever, okay? So now, okay, now my parents are cross-checking with my friend's parents, like, they were supposed to take me to the library, and they're like, no, she's not there. Why? She's not at the library. My daughter's at home. And I'm like, fuck, I'm cooked. And now I'm like, okay, I'm still saying to my parents, like, yeah, I'm still at the library, so I have to, like, and I can't use, and at that time, I didn't have, like, a job or anything, so I didn't have, like, money on me, right? So I didn't have money or anything, like, to get myself, like, an Uber and, like, quickly Uber to, like, the library. I didn't have any of that, so I had to, like, literally, like, beg my friends to, like, buy me an Uber. And one of my friends thank you came in clutch. Like, he came in clutch, bro, and he bought me an Uber. Like, after I had to like beg around for so long. I feel like a fucking beggar, bro. Like, bro, please buy me Uber, because they're fucking expensive sometimes. So I was like, fuck. And obviously, like, they helped me. Like, my friends did help me, and like, and I caused a whole scene. I felt so bad at the party. I was like, fuck, I'm cooked. And then we got the Uber, and then I fucking, like, that good, like, the Uber, she started, like, she was so sweet, bro. She became like my lifeline. No, she didn't. The fuck, bro. It was like one thing, but she like became my therapist for like a good few minutes. And then she started talking to me, and I was like stressed out. I was like, bro, and she's like, are you good? Like, are you okay? And I was like, fuck no. And I started like getting, like, I started hyperventilating. I was like, bro, like, I'm sneaking out, I'm doing all this shit. She's like, girl, trust me, like, I've done all this shit, like, I got you. And then she starts like going like a little faster, and like she starts taking me to the library, and I was like, bitch, I love you, babe. Like, and I was like, I'm so like fried if I don't get there in time. So I go to like, we're rushing to the library, and I'm like stressing out, and then I have to like park, I think my parents are already there, so like I have to park somewhere that I can get out and like go inside. It's in the library, and then I'm texting them like, where are you? They don't respond to me, and I'm like, fuck, are they already here? Did they already see me walk in? And then they're like, wait, we haven't even left the house. I was like, bitch, you're gonna stress me like that much? They're like, we're not even there yet, but stay there, we're fucking coming and picking you up. And they come in like 20 minutes later, 15 minutes later, and then so cooked, bro. So cooked. I'll give you all part 2, and then I went home. It was wraps for me, because I lied so much. And then they were like my dad was like starting to write down names, like, okay, who was at the library then? All these names. And I lied about, and then I said like, oh yeah, I was in the library with Vicky. Fuck, my name dropped. That's my best friend, but whatever. That's the one that was like the library I went with. But yeah, I was supposed to go with her to the library, and like I didn't. And then I asked to pull other people. I was like, yeah, I went to the library with other people. And they're like, okay, who are the names? And then they took the names down, and they were like, okay, we're gonna call all these people, we're gonna like make sure like you guys have the exact same story. I was like, fuck, I don't know what to do. And I started telling my friend like, bro, please, like, you gotta like lock in for me, like say that we were like at the library and stuff. And I was like, okay. And like, okay, so whenever he was like cross, like my dad like got him, obviously was like, bro, like, what did you do? Like, where were you going? So my parents at this point, like after figuring out everything, they think that I'm still lying about, they thought that I was lying about who I was with, not where I went. So till today, they don't know that I went to a party. They just think that I went to the library, but they think that I went with different people instead of the girl that I was supposed to go with, right? So I was like, yeah, like I went with this person. I was just like, I lied about it, like I'm sorry. And I was like, and they were like, okay, like you have to prove it to us that you went with someone else. Like, come on, like tell me. They're like, were there any boys? I was like, no, there weren't. And then they're like, who were the people? And I listed out like my friends that were at the birthday party, like my close friends, right? And they were like, okay, I'm gonna ask them. And I told them like, yeah, we just like went from the library, we just went to eat and we came back. That's why like location was like flickering, all this stuff. And they were like, okay, like I'm gonna call that girl, and I'm gonna ask what you ate, and if she says the same exact order, like the order that you actually ate, then you're fine. Then she was like, oh, what color clothes, what was I wearing? Like that girl that had to describe exactly what I was wearing, because if I didn't, then it proves like she wasn't there with me. So I was like, fuck, what do I do? And I don't even remember what I did, bro. And I didn't even have my phone. Like my dad was like looking at my phone, so I couldn't even text saying like, hey, like tell all this stuff. I was like freaking out. Like she had to have gotten it right. I don't know how I survived that situation. I didn't get in trouble like that much at all.
Am I in the wrong for telling my son's girlfriend to stay away from him because she's distracting him from his responsibilities? I, 15 male, am a single father to my son, 15 male. My then girlfriend got addicted to drugs and walked out shortly after he was born. She's no longer in our lives. My son has been making exceptional grades, and he plays for his high school's baseball team. He's pretty good at that, though my opinion might be a little biased. Anyway, that was until he started dating a girl, 17 female. They met when they were assigned as partners on a project, and I guess they hit it off pretty fast, because this came out of the blue for me when I picked him up one day and he just said, Dad, I have a girlfriend now. I was proud and excited for him that my son was finally becoming a man. I also had a remedial version of the talk with him, could never be too careful. They've been dating for the past few months and they seem very happy together. But my problem is that my son's grades have been slipping. He's been skipping out on chores at the house and missing practice and games. I'm not mad that he's dating. However, that should come after business, school, baseball, etc. So last week, I told him that he's no longer allowed to spend time with her unless he gets his shit together. He responded, but Dad, I really like this girl. I told him, that doesn't matter. If you fail and flunk out of school, I don't want you seeing her and that's final. He sighed and said, fine. I figured that was the end of it. Well, until yesterday when I came back home from the store and I found them on the living room couch together. He lied to me and said that he would have a friend over to study. My son froze like a deer in headlights. I told him to go to his room and then I turned to his girlfriend. Now, I'll admit that I might have been a little stern, But I told her to get the hell out of my house and stay away from my son. He doesn't need this distraction, and if I ever catch you two together again, it won't be pretty for either of you. Then the waterworks started and she stormed out. I go upstairs to my son, who's already on the phone, telling my mother and sister his aunt and grandmother have always spoiled him. I take the phone and try to explain, but I get lectured for being too hard on him, he's just a boy, etc. I'm just trying to keep my son from ruining his life before it even starts. If he fixes his grades and everything, he can see her again. So I figured it'd be best to get an unbiased third-party opinion. Am I in the wrong? What should I do instead?